It's funny how a single update can flip the script on how we think about our phones. Just when we thought Samsung was done surprising us, leaks of One UI 8.5 drop, and suddenly people are double taking it screenshots, wondering if they're looking at a Galaxy or an iPhone. But here's the twist: this update isn't just about looking different. Buried inside are features that could completely change how your phone thinks, reacts, and even answers you. And the craziest part, it might be the most flexible AI upgrade we've seen on any smartphone yet. Welcome back, viewers. James here. If you enjoy these deep dives, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tech breakdowns just like this. Now, let's jump into the good stuff. At first glance, One UI 8.5 feels almost unrecognizable. Apps like My Files and Phone are ditching the old layouts for floating bars, pill-shaped docks, and rounded category icons. The whole thing looks slicker, softer, and, yes, eerily close to Apple's liquid glass aesthetic. You'll spot gradient fades at the top and bottom of apps, drop shadows behind buttons, and animations that feel like they're lifting off the screen. It's a bold shift that's already sparking debate. Is Samsung leaning too hard on Apple's style, or are they setting the stage for a cleaner, more futuristic Galaxy look? But here's where things get really interesting. This redesign isn't just cosmetic, it's part of a bigger push into AI that could leave Apple and Google scrambling. Hidden in the code are references to something Samsung is calling AI agents. Think of them as smart companions that live right on your home screen. Instead of pulling up Chrome, typing into Google, and scrolling through endless results, you could just ask your phone a question and get a short, clear, almost human-like answer in seconds. And get this, Samsung might actually let you pick which AI powers it. You could stick with Google Gemini, switch to Samsung's own Gauss engine, or even plug into third-party models. That level of freedom is unheard of. Apple forces Siri on you, Google locks Pixels into Gemini, but Samsung is basically saying, go ahead, choose your brain. That flexibility could be a game changer. Now, if you're thinking, but hasn't Apple tried this already with Apple Intelligence? You're right. But here's the difference: Siri still stumbles. Even in 2025, it's notorious for dodging simple questions with, I found this on the web. Galaxy AI, on the other hand, is already pulling off live translations, call summaries, and photo tricks that wowed users earlier this year. With One UI 8.5, those features expand into everyday tasks like filtering spam calls automatically, summarizing long notifications, and even generating real-time voicemail transcripts. Yep, basically Apple's live voicemail, but with Samsung's own twist. Notifications also feel smarter. Instead of a messy flood, they're grouped into clean, prioritized cards. The Wi-Fi and quick settings panel looks sharper with smooth fade effects, and the Settings app now has a floating AI-powered search bar that follows you as you scroll. Even device care has been refreshed. Memory, storage, and battery stats appear in sleek new bars, ditching the cheesy old emoji face for something far more modern. And the tiny details, they're everywhere. Buttons float, shadows move, menus hide and reappear as you scroll. It's the kind of polish that makes you feel like your phone is more alive than static. But here's the part I can't shake. Samsung is quietly positioning itself as the most open AI ecosystem in mobile. Think about it. Apple controls everything. Google controls most of it. Samsung, they're pulling pieces from Apple, borrowing from Pixel, and then adding a level of choice that nobody else is brave enough to give. That's not just following trends, it's rewriting the rules. Of course, the risk is real. Some users hated Apple's liquid glass look, calling it confusing and hard on the eyes. Others will say Samsung is copying instead of innovating. But if the AI agents land the way they're promising, the design complaints might not matter. Because at the end of the day, people don't just want pretty icons. They want a phone that feels like it actually helps. So here's the bottom line: One UI 8.5 isn't just another mid-cycle refresh. It's Samsung signaling that Galaxy software is about to get just as bold as its hardware. From floating elements to customizable AI brains, this update could be the biggest shake up to the Galaxy experience in years. And with the Galaxy S26 series around the corner, this software may end up stealing more attention than the hardware itself. The countdown to Samsung's Unpacked event is already ticking, and if these leaks are even half true, Galaxy fans are in for one wild ride.